Hey, everybody, listen. It's Monday, it's Thanksgiving week, and I hope y'all all are preparing for the holiday if you do celebrate. Let me know in the chat, are you the one that's cooking? Or do you go somewhere where the food gets cooked? Okay. I go somewhere where the food gets cooked. I do not cook. Okay. I bring my contribution to the situation, but I'm not the one that's cooking the food. Okay. So I hope y'all all gonna have a good time. Now listen, it's Monday. And you know what it is on Mondays over here? We do the Real Housewives of Potomac, okay? And they said heaven is a place in Potomac. Is it really? We about to get into it. We start out, we still at Ashley's housewarming. We still at Ashley's housewarming, and they're talking about Usha and voodoo and what happened and what didn't happen. And Robyn and Karen talk. I just love Karen. I just love Karen. Karen know how to have a talk. Karen know how to be a grand dame. And you know what? We always tell people about writing books over here. Okay. And what we need to do is the grand dame needs to write a book on how to be the grand dame. She know how to grand dame. And she said, you know what, Robyn, you and I need to talk. She pulls Robyn aside. Said we both need to apologize and we're going to agree to stop talking about each other. But if you notice what Karen said, she said, unless it's factual. Karen is messy. She said, I'm gonna stop running my mouth. But if it's true, then I'm going to talk the truth, okay? Yeah, we're going to talk about it. And then you know what? You better shout out to Juan. He knows he's jobless and he doesn't want to be homeless. So now Juan all of a sudden is in every single scene. We haven't seen Juan this much in years. Haven't seen this Juan this much in years. They did a whole little quick snippet of a scene with Juan and Robyn. I said, what's going on here? Juan showing his face. But you know what? He better show his face at that reunion. And he's going to be scared to come to that reunion because Andy going to ask him some questions. But anyway, they showed Juan, Dixon, and Robyn. Yes, they did. And then, come on now. You think he's probably going to be at the reunion? I think he has to be at the reunion. I think when they said that Robyn can come back, they told her, you can come back. But Juan going to be up on our TV screen. And he has to be at the reunion. That's what I believe went down. Now, listen, they showed a scene with Grace and Gizelle. I think her daughters are absolutely beautiful. And I love that scene. Grace is another one about to graduate, go on to college or whatever it is she's going to do. Okay. They show Wendy and Eddie. And Eddie had on a sweatshirt saying, Happy Eddie. Now, Wendy kids are getting big real quick. Did you see her sons really tall already? Gorgeous family. Okay, and they was preparing for their what do you call that? What because the grandyoungs, what did they call it? What do you
communion,
call it?
Communion.
Come on now, help us sit down. Okay, the communion. Her daughter, her family is gorgeous, and they got big real quick. Okay, did Karen so full of it? She goes over to Mia's house and she actually hugged Mia. Now you went through all of this. You wouldn't hug her at the park. You wouldn't hug her at the housewarming. But now you come to our house and you hugging her. Karen's something else. Now listen, did you notice that? That G came over to get the kids. What was that about? So G ain't living up in the townhouse or whatever? Messy. But G came over to get the kids. You know, that's where G is at now. But you know what? This is a cautionary tale. These men need to learn. You want to get you a PYT? And you want to flaunt your money? And then what happens? When you ain't got no more money, they gone. But we're going to talk about it. Okay, so Candace, Wendy, and what's her name? Kiara, whatever her name is. We get introduced to Wendy's friend. We're going to see how this goes. Let's see if she can hang in there and get down with these people. And then Karen and Ashley go shopping. You know what? Ashley got the boobs. Honey, she showed up at the communion showing the girls. Now, come on, Ashley. I know they knew, and they sitting up nice, tight, and high. But you got to cover up for the Lord. It's the communion with the kids. She came in showing the boobs, but anyway, she went shopping with Karen. And Karen said, can you tell me anything about this lawsuit? Karen's so messy. Okay. So at Wendy's event, it was only Karen, Candace, her girlfriend, Kiana, and Ashley. Because, you know, none of the other cast members was there. That's what I don't like about when the cast members are not getting along. Then you got these pockets of scenes and everybody can't really be around each other. Now, wait a minute. I got to go back to the housewarming for a minute. See, this is the problem I have with Wendy. Wendy want to act like she's so highbrow. She's all the way up there. But what she said about Mia at the housewarming was very low level. She was like, oh, you stupid or whatever. That's why I can't get with you. That's why I can't protect you, whatever. Come on, Wendy. Do better. And Wendy told the ladies about her show that she said she's slow. She said, you slow. Come on, Wendy. Now, she told the girls that she was doing a talk show and nobody congratulated her. Nobody said nothing to her. It's a mess. It's a mess. And then, you know, what else we got to talk about here? So at the communion, nobody was really there, including Wendy's family. And Wendy's mom, she a little problematic. Just a tad bit. Wendy mom is a little messy. So then, and that's why Ashley had to tell Wendy that, oops, I'm sorry, Wendy. I misspoke when I told you what Nneka said, because she didn't say that. She didn't really say that. What, Ashley? Ashley is messy. Okay? And then at the end, Nneka goes to meet Robyn. And Nneka is accusing Wendy's family of a lot of things. Voodoo. The mama done called the cousin, and the cousin said this and this happened. And they was threatened. And Robyn's so ridiculous, talking about, oh, I think Wendy's mom put a spell on me. No. Robyn, Wendy's mom didn't put a spell on you, my sister. Juan Dixon just don't know how to keep his stuff in the household. That ain't no spell. That's called a cheating husband. Somebody said Mia is slow. Oh my. She's slow and low. I can. But Wendy's supposed to be above all of that. And every chance she gets, she takes a shot at Mia. But then she wants everybody else to give her a break. But she don't give other people a break. Come on, Wendy, pick a side. What do you want to do here? Do you want to try to make amends? You want people to make amends with you? But every time you see me and you slinging shots, are we about forgiveness or are we not? Now, y'all know what I need in that chat. I need a what? Come on now. Thank you, in my opinion. Nice to see you out there. I need a what, y'all? Come on, Roy. Come on, Sebastian. I need a choo-choo. All aboard, everybody. It's Monday night, and it's the Real Housewives of Potomac. And we're about to get into this, okay? The storyline, they're struggling. I think, to be honest with you, it used to be way back in the day that the Real Housewives of Atlanta was the top of the food chain of these Bravo shows. Married to Medicine. They said slow and steady wins the race.
Okay.
Slow and steady wins the race. And
climbing to the top.
We got to say one thing about Married to Medicine. Consistent.
Slow
and steady wins the race. Wendy's mom is giving me. She's giving me a Miss Wanda. She's giving me what was these other moms that are just a bit too much? Wendy's mom is she's a lot.
Mama Joyce? Is it
Mama Joyce? She's giving a little Mama Joyce.
Is it what's the rapper from New York?
Mama D.
Mama D. Oh, I can't think of his name.
It's
but
Mama Jones in New York.
Jones, yeah. Thank you, Mama Jones.
Mama Jones.
Jim Jones.
A little bit of Frankie.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We all tried it.
Come on. Wendy mom is alive.
It's a man down.
Diva, I want to say something real quick about Wendy's mother. She looks very different, and I'm just gonna leave it there.
That was shade.
Let's leave it there. Whoa.
Whoa.
Come on now. Whoa.
I'm just gonna leave it there.
Leave it there.
Diva.
She looks different, and a lot is going on. Okay, so hold on, guys. Let me get into this first scene. We're still at Ashley's housewarming. Okay, and we at Ashley's house.
Sorry about that. I was gonna ask if you got my email.
Yes, I did. Thank you. Okay, so we're still at Ashley's housewarming. Okay, and this Usha, Wendy let her know. Listen. She said, my family's not involved with that, and if we was, no family would ever show up to your events. I don't know what she's talking about, but we ain't doing the voodoo. Okay, Usha. Is it Usha? What is it? Usha. Tell me, Sebastian.
It's Osu.
Okay, I said Usha. Well, Osu, whatever, the voodoo, they ain't into it. Now, Robyn said, I ain't running from nothing. But Robyn, you ran all last year. Don't give us the okie doke, Robyn. The only reason why you're not running now is because Bravo, Truly Entertainment, Andy Cohen, and everybody else told you if you still want this job, you better show up and show out. Now all of a sudden she want to act like she's so brave. I'm not running from the tough questions. The other day they all came to my house. Girl, bye. Go sit down, Robyn. I'm not falling for it, okay? And she says, I don't know why everybody cares about me and my boring life. Because you on a reality show, girl. Otherwise, we wouldn't be checking for you. But you on a reality show, tell us what's going on. Okay? All right, so Usha has nothing to do with voodoo. Okay, listen, they named voodoo in the whole situation too, right? And I'm not accusing. Thank you, Lawson, for that. I'm not accusing this girl of anything. They call voodoo in it. They call all kind of crazy stuff. And Wendy said, not me, not my family. Robyn and Karen talked, okay? And Karen, that girl, she's a grande dame. Okay, so Usha means, am I saying this right? Outcast, shun, low class. Oh, not low class. Oh my God.
Yes, I asked my Nigerian friend about it, and it's there's a caste system in Wendy's tribe called Igbo. There's a caste system, and Osus are the lowest of the caste system. They're not allowed to do certain things. They're not considered up, basically.
Well, all right. Well, that's...
And I'm going to say this also, just to bring in some context. I want to say this. I don't think Wendy is, but there must be a reason why Eddie's family said that Wendy comes from a cursed line. I'm just saying that because those reports came out years ago.
She don't look cursed to me.
Oh, all right. Well, hold on, guys. Let me finish this recap here. Okay. And then Karen said, listen, we're not close friends. She said last year went all the way left. We got to pull this together. We're going to agree to disagree. She said, I won't. Look at the key words Karen said. She said, I ain't going to talk about you unless it's factual. Oh. Karen is messy. Okay. And so Wendy told the people she's doing a new show, and she called Mia slow. Now, listen, I don't like Mia that much either, but I think calling her slow was messy. Okay, I think that whole scene was messy. And that's what I mean with Wendy. She goes in and out. She wants to act like, she's so above it. She's a professor. She's high class. She's this, she's that. But you the doctorate degree, and the best you got is sitting there calling this girl slow. I thought it was messy, but y'all tell me your thoughts. And then I'll go ahead and add in there, they show Robyn and Juan. playing around outside. Juan ain't never paid this chick this much attention. Don't he know how to mooch? When he ain't got a job, he know how to act like he like Robyn. The minute he got a job, he told Robyn he ain't got time. He not going to be here. He's not going to do this. He's not going to do that. Robyn, be quiet. Robyn, shut up. But now he's jobless and he all over Robyn. Then Grace and Gizelle. Grace is a cutie pie and I wish her well. Then we got Wendy and family. I might as well add this because these are all small scenes. We have Wendy and family. Eddie had on Happy Eddie sweatshirt. And then they was practicing for the communion. And they all looked adorable. And her kids are getting taller. Beautiful family. Absolutely gorgeous family. Go ahead, Roya, because you seem like you got something to say. Go ahead now. I'm going to grab my water.
All the scenes together, and I'm trying to remember everything.
Oh, shoot.
Okay. So, like you said, we opened up back at Ashley's housewarming. So, her and Wendy are talking. We already had that conversation, so I'll move past that. What really, caught my attention was the conversation with Gizelle and Robyn. It seems like that Robyn was trying to place blame on Gizelle regarding the conversation with all of them coming together. And, I just hope that Robyn is seeing Gizelle for who she is. She's coming for your marriage. If you are this happy in your marriage, you need to address your friend and tell her to stop coming for your marriage. You are good with the way things are. Don't just say it, but say it and mean it. Put Gizelle in her place and tell her to stop coming for your marriage if this marriage is what you're truly fighting for. We've seen this time and time again with Gizelle coming for people's marriages. So let it go. If she's going to be with this man, let's move on. In regards to the conversation with Robyn and the Grand Dame, really, I don't understand why the Grand Dame had to stoop down to the peasant level and have a conversation with her, because there's nothing to talk about. Robyn has already shared with us that her life is just as boring as it has been, and it will continue to be. So no need to continue to have conversation with Robyn. It's boring. We're over it. Let it go. Move on. As far as what was the next scene? I'm sorry, you jumbled all the.
But no, it's okay because just Ron and Robyn, they just told them like that.
Juan and Robyn, as you said, this is the first time we are seeing Ron. This is the first time we're seeing Juan in the 7 years, I believe we're on now, season 7, correct?
I believe
in the 7 years
season
that
8,
they have been on this, right? Season 8. Okay. In the 8 seasons that we have been on this show,
come on now,
this is the most we have seen Juan. And we're only in episode 3. This is amazing to me. He's finally been able to come out of the shadows of nowhere. And now that you're out of the shadows, it's just so, different to see the quality time that him and Robyn is spending together. I can see why they are married and why they get along so well. Robyn is a tomboy. They are, into the nature and into the things like that. So it was cute. You can tell that they are really buddy. It gives buddy, not husband.
She's Rob.
Well,
his homegirl, his friend. Dap me up, Rob. The keeper.
Well, that ain't the only thing he dapping up.
His shelter.
In the time of storm. And then did we get to Mia and G yet?
We didn't get to Mia and G yet, but we got to them showing Wendy and family and Happy Eddie and how he made him a sweatshirt saying Happy Eddie.
It was cute. You know, this season is just dragging to me. It's not really giving much outside of Juan and Robyn and their marital situation. You know, I'm super glad for their communion, first time communion dedication. You know, that is a very important moment in life, in my opinion. And so I'm glad that Bravo did share that moment with us. You know, it's very rare that we see religious moments on the show. So for that to have been shown, I thought that was a beautiful thing as well. So I think that was it with everything I wanted to share, because my real comment will be
later on. Okay. E, your thoughts?
Well, hi. I said it last week and I'll say it again. Karen looked damn good at this brunch. Mia's high ponytail and that neon color blazer was also very, very beautiful. I love that look. And I have that look actually. Robyn looked old. Robyn's dress was so 2006, and Robyn's excuses were also old. I'm not running up my blood pressure over Juan and this boring, painful marriage that they both love to be in. If Robyn likes it, I love it. But on to the main contradiction, Wendy. Wendy is still mad about the drink toss. This is what she's saying at the table from last year. And right after she tapped herself on the back for being so smart, Wendy said a lot of things I want to discuss. What did she say? A lot of things I want to discuss. A lot of people won't understand because it's too high. And when she said that, that's when I really perked up, because too high. But as it relates to me, and she continued, if somebody threw a drink on you, would you want to be friends with them? Okay, smart girl. Or shall I say, professor girl? If somebody threw a drink on you, would you want to be friends with them? I would answer no, but I also would not lift up my dress and show them my coochie after the club the next night either. Okay, so this is what Wendy did. You're still mad about that, but you're ready to show your lips down there and go dancing and kissing after
Remind the people.
She was drinking.
Allegedly.
When we drink, so what?
It's not allegedly. It's not allegedly. And they said it at the reunion. So make it make sense. Wendy is dumb. And she's the worst kind of dumb because she doesn't realize that she is. Wendy said, I vibrate so high. No, you don't. You vibrate on the same level as Mia. Both of y'all got BBLs, boob jobs, and cosmetic work done to your face. Now, they're the same. The only difference is that Mia works for the chiropractor and who is this? Wendy works for John Hopkins. What I love about Mia,
where's the same?
Well, I'm going to get to it. Mia, what I love about Mia knows she's not the smartest in the room, and she's content with that. In Wendy's mind, no one sitting at that table can process science and social studies as fast as she can.
You better talk.
Wendy cited her issue with Mia was Mia goes on social media and throws rocks and hides her hand. Well, that's what they all do. Shall I remind everyone how Wendy and Candace went on Instagram and Twitter and riled up the fans and complained of colorism in the workplace, then got to the reunion and sat in front of everybody's TV and said, none of the cast members are colorists. There's no colorism going on. So applying that same logic of throwing rocks and hiding their hands, surely Wendy can understand why at the start of this new season, Robyn and Gizelle don't want to fool with her in any capacity, because it's the same reason, you see. Also, what Mia did in this scene with Wendy was absolute genius. I told you, Wendy is dumb. See, she thinks that Mia's so slow that she can do certain, she doesn't put in the energy. No, you got to use your brain a little bit here. Wendy is a professor at Johns Hopkins University, which is a university that offers graduate and undergraduate degrees to students with disabilities on services and accommodations. Currently 6% of the enrollment has accommodations and IEPs. So as a professor girl, to sit in front of the TV camera and say out loud, I cannot uplift you because you are too slow as an educator. Oh, that's definitely problematic, professor girl. Let one of those 6% at John Hopkins sign up for a course that Wendy teaches, and they find the need to submit a complaint to the dean. Sorry, I got my retainer on. Regarding discrimination. Let one of those kids get a low grade on a test that they claim they're not receiving the proper accommodations per their IEP. Oh, here's so much evidence on this show right here. This may not age well. Wendy says too many things which can be used against her, but she has a hard time figuring out why people don't like her very much. Let me give you a hint, Black woman to Black woman. It's not just your skin color. Now, and I'm going to ease off of that because people used to get on me all the time. Every time I come up here, why is it always about skin color? Let's move forward. Regarding her not extending the invite to the other ladies regarding her kids' first communion, I think I can speak on behalf of the other ladies. Nobody gave a damn. Even in their confessional, Robyn said she did us a favor, meaning we weren't going any damn way. Poor thing. And when we got to the house where they were practicing, I love to see Eddie with those kids, but as far as this rehearsal, Wendy is the pick me, and she is going to be an extremely problematic mother-in-law should either of her sons decide to marry. When she said at that dining room, at her son's wedding, if their brides wear white, then she is going to wear white too. I was like, nigga, what? What is Wendy talking about? The boys seem out of their mind hearing this. And Wendy said, you're my son, so you'll always be married to me. Your wife just doesn't know it yet. That's problematic too. She's just like her mom. And that confirmed for me, Wendy is going to be one of those types of moms to tell her son's girlfriend, don't call the police on my son. God forbid the son do anything to hurt anybody. I can hear Wendy now. Well, what did you do to my son? Just don't bring this woman back next season because I'm over it.
Well, damn. All right. Thank you, E. And we're going to move on to Sebastian. Listen, I will say this. So many people are saying we're being so hard on Wendy.
Because y'all are every season. Y'all getting Wendy ass every season. But y'all sit up here and let all the rest of these chicks do this same stuff.
Come on,
but they
that part. Come on now.
Half as hard as Wendy
Come on, right here.
No, I go hard on Gizelle.
On a regular. But okay.
All right.
And to everybody else, we do not hate Wendy. But maybe y'all don't like the way that E said it, but let's be factual here. If you are a nurse on the show and you sitting up there talking about I hate blood, I hate people, I hate this, I hate that, I hate vomit. What's the difference? She's a professor and she's calling somebody slow and saying I can't uplift you because you're slow. She's a whole professor. And the fact that y'all don't see a problem with that, that is a problem.
Wait a minute.
Has she been able to uplift Mia?
Not her student.
If she had the opportunity to uplift Mia, would Mia accept it?
Right.
Nope. No.
Put your things around. So then you realize.
It's so diva. If somebody threw a drink in your face,
right,
are you gonna be willing to go around and uplift them in the next situation?
So exactly.
But it's bigger than Wendy.
She assaulted her. And then on top of the assault, then you ice me out. Not just you ice me out, but then you had the rest of the ladies icing me out like I did something wrong. No, ma'am. You stupid, dumb, and you slow. All the above.
Ooh, child.
Okay, I'd like to.
Okay, well, let one of the students down at John Hopkins go file a complaint. And I'm telling you, this is evidence.
I'll speak.
The truth hurt. They like
so.
Buckle your seatbelts, everybody. Buckle your seatbelts.
Buckle up, everybody.
Easy recap. Go
it's
ahead.
Not
Security.
There are times where I like and don't like Wendy at the same time. Because sometimes she just goes on and off on certain things that I just don't like. Number one, it was completely inappropriate for her to say that Mia is slow. Especially, you are a professor at the School of Education at John Hopkins, and you're labeling someone slow. It's very rude and disrespectful, because one thing you do learn in education is to accommodate to those who don't have the abilities to to understand you, or and etc. It came off very ableist, and I didn't really like that because I have relatives who do have special needs and stuff. So it was very disrespectful, and I don't think I can see Wendy the same after her saying that, unless she apologizes and acknowledges what she said was wrong. Number two, Robyn. Robyn, this episode was just very like trying to act like, oh, let's just sweep everything under the rug and try to get everything to like, let's not talk about it and stuff. And I didn't really like that. And I really didn't. And I'm glad the Grand Dame said what she said, as long as it's not factual. And the facts were there. Your husband was out with a whole nother chick out in the public streets. And that's how it was. I did not like the scene. I didn't like where I understand that Wendy did say that, would you like to invite someone who threw a drink on some, like, would you hang with someone like that? I understood that. I agreed with her on that. And Mia should have said, I wouldn't, because no one would want to hang with someone who threw a drink on them. And that's true. But also, this is a cast, and people need to acknowledge this. Like, most of these events, sometimes you are forced by production to invite others, and you're forced to go into things where production wants you to. That's how some things have happened. Remember with the Sheree fashion thing and Nene in Atlanta, and because it was a production issue. Karen is the Grand Dame. She will always be the Grand Dame. I love her. I love Karen so much. No, Karen can do no harm to me. Karen can do no harm on national television unless, Karen would have to unalive someone for me to not like Karen anymore.
Right, because we just enable.
It's just, she would have to unalive someone for me to not like Karen anymore. She could steal. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. She could do a lot of whole other things. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. But it would just have to be the unaliving of someone else for me to not like Karen again. Yes.
So Sebastian, I'm gonna let you finish, but can I say this? Y'all want reality TV 101? Should I write the book even though I was never on reality TV? Y'all want reality TV 101? What Wendy should have did was she should have invited all of y'all are invited to my son's communion, knowing that they wasn't gonna come anyway. You see what I'm saying? That's when you vibrate on the high. Come on, E. You say, you know what? My son's communion is this Sunday. I really want to make amends with all of y'all. I think we need to squash and get over this.
Wow.
I invited to my son's communion. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I gotta write the ebook now. Come on now.
She's telling you the wrong thing. Don't buy Diva's book.
Right.
Ooh, the shade.
To a family moment. This is my family. This is something that is intimate and important to me. Why would I invite the very people? Huh?
Everybody was there.
She's Catholic.
You can't compare a housewarming to somebody's children.
To a religious. This is religious.
G-4. Rise above. Come on.
Why
I'd like to say something.
Why couldn't Robyn rise above?
Because her whole storyline this season.
Hold on, guys.
Her whole storyline this season is about being Catholic.
Wait, go ahead.
Okay. I want to say this. Also, this was a religious event, and it's not. Robyn did the same thing. Robyn didn't invite Wendy's kids to the play thing that she had, that fun family activity last season. That was wrong, but it was completely wrong. And she said, "Oh, could Candace bring your kids? You just didn't have to be there." That was completely wrong. But Robyn did that. But I kind of do agree that Wendy should have invited them, because this was a religious event and stuff like that. And one thing, as someone who was Catholic and stuff, forgiveness is something that is very encouraged in the Catholic religion and Catholicism, especially when it comes around to the topic of children and when it comes to the events of children. Because I remember when my first communion, my mother invited someone who literally beat the living crap out of her as a child, because the person was just a relative and it was a family event and everyone had to come. And she said, I just won't engage with her. She can be at the event and it was just going to be okay. Because she said, one thing is, I don't have an issue. I have an issue with her. She doesn't have an issue with my child. That's where it is. But even then, I still would have invited them, but I would still look at them weirdly at times, or I wouldn't have them sit near me. That's one.
I'm talking about, listen,
If
Sebastian, I'm talking
somebody
about
have an
doing
issue with me, they have an issue with my
hold
child.
on, guys, let's let him
That's
finish.
not true.
I'm talking about doing reality TV
We
101.
won.
You know they wasn't gonna come anyway. But on the TV, for y'all, I would be like, oh, y'all all invited. I want to squash everything. I want to But that's fine. I'm giving
Especially
y'all
that,
TV 101. Go ahead, Sebastian.
and
Finish
it's
up.
giving me, this is very weird how all of a sudden some of these housewives want to tune into their inner Catholic and try to be a good person. I'm trying to be a good Catholic. I'm trying to see this with Erica Jane. I'm trying to see it with Wendy. I'm like, where is this? Where was this? Where was this whole I'm a Catholic person? Where was this persona years ago? Where was it? Where was it? Because did Wendy think of her Catholic faith, which tells you not to judge someone when you called me a slow? Did you think of being Catholic then? I'm like,
Can
that's
I
the
ask
thing
you a
with Wendy.
question,
I
guys?
go
Let him
off and
finish,
off on
please.
like,
Oh, please.
that's the thing with Wendy. I go on and off of liking her. Sometimes I love Wendy. Sometimes I'm just like, no, like, why are you doing this? And that's the thing. It's just, it's too much. It's too much. No, it's not because I had negative energy at my communion. I'm not Catholic anymore. That's not why. I was Catholic even after that for a long time. So no.
Good ma.
Well, can I just ask you this, Auntie, real quick, and then we can move on?
Yes.
So, after I forgive someone, that means that I have to let them in my space and invite them to my events, and I got to be real close to them now. Is that what
Well,
that
this is the thing. This is not Wendy's event. This is the issue I have with some people saying this. And even Wendy has the same traits as her mother. She is over controlling, and E is completely right. Wendy will turn out being the mother who tells the girlfriend, don't call the cops on my son. When she said about the situation of, oh, when your wife is wearing white, I'm gonna wear white
But
too, because
Sebastian,
I'm
you
your
ran
first
off of my
wife.
question. My question was, when we forgive someone, does that mean we have to invite them into our spaces again?
This is for her
Okay,
kids.
so hold on, Sebastian. I gotta get the
No,
Don.
it doesn't.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta get the Don in the building. So we're intertwining. I know. First of all, we know these reality TV shows. They're not really reality, right? We know that it's a whole lot of mess, right? So I'm saying reality TV 101. In real life, I wouldn't even be in those people's space anymore. But they have to be in their space because they're doing reality TV, right? And we're not getting reality TV because now these girls are filming in pockets and scenes, right? We're doing Married to Medicine tomorrow night. You see how Quad was at the bridal shower? Listen, I'm talking about let's do reality TV 101, where everybody shows up to all the events, whether we like you, hate you, or love you. Now, if you want to get into real life, in real life, that person would no longer be in my face, and I wouldn't be seeing them anymore ever again anyway.
So
But
how is it reality then?
Well, Shan, what I've said to you in the beginning of my speech is this thing is never reality, right? Because after the fact, they want to tell us that really didn't happen. That's not my real life. Y'all gullible, y'all vulnerable, y'all thinking it's real, but it's not, and whatever the case may be. So I'm saying since reality TV is fake anyway, and y'all doing so reality TV 101 is let's all show up everywhere and let's deal with this and handle this and be in each other's space and faces, right? The Don, you're up.
Okay, give me the list again because I've been doing double duty here with Monday Night Football and this.
The list is we only got to, we still at the opening scene where they were still at Ashley's housewarming, and then the 2 seconds they show Juan and Robyn, then they show Grace and Gizelle, dress shopping or wherever they was doing shopping, and then they show Wendy's family preparing for the communion.
Okay. Ashley and Wendy, it's time for Ashley to go. She has no storyline. She's the new Gizelle in this situation. She's going to mix up stuff. I think Gizelle is going to take a backseat this season to Ashley and allow Ashley to be the old Ashley times 10 and stir the pot like never before. She's already begun and she's doing a good job. Like they said, Ashley can drink a sailor under their own ship. So for her to take those 2 Coronas and mix up a whole conversation, just to instigate a fight.
Yep.
Bravo to the producers. Bravo to Ashley. You did a good job. Wendy sitting with the rest of the people and not inviting them. I can understand both sides of this. To the christening, I probably wouldn't invite everybody. But to the after, y'all can come. To the dinner part, y'all could have come. There could have been some compromise there. Because the christening is a sacred, it's supposed to be a sacred event. And you only want the people who are truly there for you in that sacred event. But come party afterwards. If you want to sit down and eat and sit at the table, then yeah, let's do that. Right. I do agree with E, when Wendy was saying she doesn't want to deal with Mia, but she had her poom poom out at the club, it's either one way or the other. But we can't put 20 on 10 when it comes to this slow stuff. We just can't do it. Because if Mia would have said, you got big feet. I mean, if Wendy said you got big feet. So we're going to say all the Bigfoot people in the world are supposed to be mad at Wendy because she got big feet. Or you got a speech impediment. Now, all the people with a speech impediment got an issue with Wendy because they may have a lisp. I think it's a little bit much. And when Mia said that she tried to include her son in that was too far. That was too far. She didn't even mention her son. And,
no, that I agree with.
Yeah, and you can't. That was for Wendy. I mean, that was for Mia and Mia alone. So you can't take what. I mean, that's just like when Karen said broken whore from Hampton University. Everybody from Hampton ain't broken nor a whore. I know a lot of people that went to HIU. So, it's just for that one person. I think it was 20 on 10, just a little bit. But Wendy does need to pick a side. You can't say that you hate the girl and you never want to be in her company again, but y'all was just partying at the club. I mean, right after the event happened. So try to come to some type of resolution. I mean, I think that's what this whole experiment called reality TV is. You have conflict, but let there be some resolution a little bit. Right. And her, not inviting everybody, but Juan and Robyn's walk, there was something that really stuck out to me. And there was a snake on the ground. And there's a great scene in a movie called The Color Purple when Suge Avery is coming down the middle of her dad's church and she's singing a song called God is Trying to Tell You Something.
Now you not
Robyn, God was trying to tell you something. You're walking with this man alone on the street. And coincidentally, you see a dead snake that's been ran over, tortured, abused, skinned, and dead, and left alone on the side of the road, destitute. That's going to be you. Because you have been that snake, and you're going to get ripped apart because you're still with this man who's skinning you alive, and he's going to leave you destitute. He's going to take everything from you because you don't have the prenup. And right now, you're making the money. So he's going to get half of everything. Congratulations. Look at the things around you. And the mere fact that he tried to pick her up and put her on it.
Oh, come on now.
Y'all are brothers. This is your homeboy.
Yeah.
Because I would never try to put my wife on top of a snake, especially that's something that most women are definitely afraid of. Snakes, rats, and mice. So why would you do that? That's your homeboy.
Yeah, it is.
There is no romance in that situation at all. I just don't see it. Like I don't see them holding hands or doing anything. And Gizelle and Grace, Adore, Love, Angel, Wings, Sky, Cloud. I don't know the name, but that was a pretty good scene. Now, Gizelle saying that she needs to it's good for her to go to the prom alone. Gizelle, you enjoyed your prom. I mean, she does not have to have a date, but you know, don't. Yeah, be alone. You don't need nobody. Da 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 da. Is that, you know, are we encouraging that? Or, you know, yes, you can be alone to be successful, but is that the mantra nowadays? Be alone. Nobody really wants to be alone. You want somebody, whether it's a companion or somebody in your life, but don't push that be alone because it didn't work out for you.
I agree with you on that, right? We got to set them free. You raised them well, good girls, beautiful girls, set them free and you know, give them an opportunity to apply what you have taught them. Yeah, I do like that. Thank you to Don. Shan, you're up.
Okay. So your kids' event is so sacred, right?
Yes.
So Wendy has to be the bigger person all the time. No matter what happens, they could treat her like a dog. They could isolate her. They could talk about her husband. Her husband's being nice. Oh, he's trying to sleep with me. And then my kids are having a communion, a big deal, a first thing for them. They're young, and I'm gonna bring these heifers around? No, ma'am. And like Royer said, if we forgive, why do you have to be in my space? My thing is for y'all, why does Wendy always, the girl can do no wrong, right?
Now you gonna stop, Shan.
Let me tell you. No. And I don't go hard for these people because I don't know them. But the girl come on, say, okay, I'm classy. I have 4 degrees. Oh, you got 4 degrees. Why you got to tell us you got 4 degrees? The girl is now giving the same energy that people give her. Oh, but you a professor. Which one is it? Do you want her to be a professor or you want her to read and give us the entertainment? Why am I letting somebody walk over me? And then, oh, my kids. And these are your kids. You don't know if you're getting in an argument. You don't know if another drink is going to get thrown in your face. Why am I inviting them? And my question for E, Diva, Sebastian, is Mia slow? It's a yes or no question.
Oh my God.
Right. I'm not a medical professional. I cannot answer that.
On the train tonight.
Where y'all at? Where's the response? It's a yes or no question.
I'm not a medical professional. I cannot evaluate Mia Thornton. So therefore, when she sits and gets evaluated, they can describe if she is or if she is not. So that's my answer.
Evaluate Wendy up and down and how wrong she is.
That part.
Oh, y'all messy.
Ooh.
Y'all are like flipping the script tonight.
I don't.
Security.
Denzel, security.
Listen, silence is golden.
Security badge.
Silence is telling me everything I need to know.
Oh,
y'all think Mia is slow?
You trying
to? No. I answer. Don't say that.
Well, I think that here's the thing. I think that both of them are ranking in the same place. Because if you throw a drink on someone and they say they're angry and then show you their coochie, then they might be a little slow too.
They apologized and they got over that. I am so sick of y'all throwing that up in her face. Like they were good. They apologized. They were in a cool place, and then Mia started acting stupid again because she got around Gizelle and Robyn, dragging Wendy per usual, like they do. And because Mia is slow, it don't take much for anybody to drag them onto her side. She bounced from fence to fence to fence. So that's why the grand dame stop fooling with her.
You said they apologized. So if they apologized and they forgave each other, why is Wendy bringing it up again?
Because Mia keeps jumping back to it. Mia kept jumping back to it over and over again on social media. She kept jumping back to it.
Mia is the problem.
We got to leave them on that train stop.
Because we right.
Diva, can I say one quick thing? What I really think going into 2024, we have to not use this word forgiveness so loosely. Forgiveness, the true definition of forgive means to never think about it again.
Okay. Oh, shoot.
So you can see that person, they don't bother you. You can be in their company, they don't bother you, no matter what they did. That's the true definition of forgiveness. You throw it into the sea of forgetfulness.
Oh shoot!
You accept their apology. You can accept their apology, but if you're going to forgive a person, that means no matter what they do, the past is the past. It's never to be brought up again.
Woo!
Correct.
We're not talking about that right now.
No. Hold on. Hold tight. Hold tight. We got some education with God.
Oh damn!
You better catch the education. Come on, E. Thank you, Don. You got to catch the education.
Listen, the last
thing to the sea of forgetfulness.
I forgive you, right, Diva? I do something to you, right, Diva? You forgive me, and then I do something again to you, right? Are you still writing off that same forgiveness from last time?
Right, that part.
See, y'all.
See, now
she's up the drink, though. She brought up the drink. She didn't bring up the new incident. She said, if somebody drew a drink in your face, would you rock with them?
That was the ultimate insult. That's the ultimate insult.
It's like spitting in somebody's
No. She forgave her for that drink throwing.
After Mia took it back like she wasn't wrong. Mia tried to play like she wasn't wrong.
Exactly.
That part, Warrior.
I ain't going to education.
You know what? Y'all have selective outrage. That's
a
lot of selective outrage on this panel tonight.
Go ahead. Y'all got the education and y'all ignoring it. Go ahead,
Okay.
Can I say one last thing?
No. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Let me say this to y'all. I am definitely not okay. I'm beating down on the chocolate girl. This don't got nothing to do whether she chocolate, caramel, brown skin, light skin, light bright, whatever.
Diva.
I ain't done with all that. Because listen, my family ranges from all the way this end to all the way to that end, and I don't even know where I fit in. Okay.
So what's your point?
My point is everybody's saying we coming down on Wendy because she the chocolate girl, she the brown girl. No, I'm telling y'all.
No, we're calling out hypocrisy.
Come on, E. Come on.
No, listen,
y'all. So y'all buckle your seatbelts. Emmanuel, you up?
Damn, you see, y'all don't want to hear the truth. I just had one more little point, but I'll shut up.
They can't handle the truth, Shan. Don't worry.
That part.
So
go ahead, Emmanuel.
Okay.
Emmanuel.
We're not gonna do Dr. Wendy Osefo like that. Let me tell you something. If you threw a drink at me, you came after me,
right,
and expect me to be okay with you and pretend like we're friends, you're out of your mind. And you are slow. Absolutely slow. All right. Wendy is a professor, because somebody was mentioning, she's a professor. Yes, she gets paid to teach at Johns Hopkins University, but it's not her responsibility to be teaching people like Mia out in the street. Okay. She gets paid to teach. She doesn't do it for free. She's not Jesus. So let's understand Wendy. She cannot constantly be stepping down her throne to save these women at the bottom of the barrel. And somebody also said, it's a spiritual celebration. It's not. These women don't like Wendy or her kids, and that's pretty clear. So if this is a spiritual celebration, why would I invite these leeches to suck up all the fun from my celebration? They couldn't even say congratulations for her new talk show. So
thank you.
For me, yeah.
But did an episode air yet? Does she have a name
yet? It don't matter. You can
don't do that. Don't do that.
Ashley did. Ashley said great and congratulations.
Did she really?
Well, yeah. She don't even have a venue to film the podcast at. What are you talking about? It's no podcast.
Ooh, shade.
It's not.
Shade.
Her new show is out. Okay. Her new show is out, and y'all can check it out in her social media. It's gonna be a YouTube channel, talk show.
What's the name? What's the name?
I don't know that.
Ooh.
I don't remember the name, but she has it now, and it's on YouTube, and she's going to be talking, like she said, her demographic is a little bit different. Let's see. It's called The Dr. Wendy Show, and it drops Oh, it dropped today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, and
on
nobody
It did. Look at God.
Look
There
at
you
God.
go,
Thank you,
Denzel.
Denzel.
So yeah, I'm for Wendy.
Wendy got to do better advertisement because nobody knew about that.
Where's the marketing of it all?
Listen, the people who would understand it knew about it. How about that?
Snooze test.
No, y'all didn't even know. Y'all didn't even know. And Emmanuel was shocked that the first episode even dropped today. So stop. Don't do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and share it. I'm gonna go ahead and share it.
There
Okay,
you go,
Dr. Wendy show. What if you fly? That's the first episode.
We don't need you to share because you hate it anyway. So don't.
Ooh.
He looks absolutely gorgeous there. It's
Gorgeous.
the Dr. Wendy show. Very original name.
Well, I love that color.
Let me stop.
She should put
That is
philosophy
so
in front
shady.
of that. Philosophy, Dr. Wendy show.
That's my favorite color.
Oh, E.
No, she looks good. She looks good. Okay, the Dr.
Gorgeous.
Show. What if you could fly? I can't play it because I ain't about to get dinged. Okay, you know what? Let's hear 30 seconds and then I'm gonna let you finish, Emmanuel, because you told us about the show. Come on, are you subscribed, Emmanuel?
Yes.
You just subscribed just now, though, right?
Yeah, that was some shade.
That part. Hold on. Let's get 30 seconds. Hold on. Let's get 30 seconds. Hold on.
Everyone accountable.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. It is Dr. Wendy Osefo, and I would like to officially welcome you to my weekly YouTube series where I will be discussing everything from.
All right, that's all I could show y'all. Shout out to Dr. Wendy Osefo.
Wendy is a bad mama.
Wait, did we lose Emmanuel?
Where'd he go?
He couldn't take the heat.
Oh, no.
Listen. Wendy do a
There
bad.
he go. He's back. He's back.
Channel.
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
I have no idea what happened. I just got kicked out.
She didn't want to hear the truth.
Diva dropped you.
No, that was Wendy's mom. She put you on the shrine. Go ahead.
Don't do that.
Oh, that is shady, E.
Stay off the mama.
Go ahead.
Listen, that was all I wanted to say. With Wendy on this, Mia is wrong. So go Wendy, and everyone subscribe to her show. So hopefully by next year she'll be syndicated. She'll be on Fox.
Yes.
Yes.
That part.
Period. I'm glad you subscribed after me, Emmanuel. Dustin, your thoughts?
That is shady, Diva.
My thoughts are, I think we need a whole entire reboot. I think that a lot of this season has been really dry so far. I feel like we need a whole entire reboot because I think this is only episode 3, and I think that this is a very disappointing episode. So that's what I was gonna say, and that's all I'm gonna say to that part.
Thank you. Dustin, did you subscribe to the Dr. Wendy show?
No, I have not. And I have no plans to.
You only say that because of Diva.
Damn.
Whoa, Dustin.
Well, as she said, she is not for everybody. She's not on everybody's level. So
Let me go subscribe right now.
I subscribed. What?
Well, you
handle what she got to say, Diva. Are you on that level?
Do me a favor.
Make sure you're on the level.
Do me a favor. Then send it to me.
Ooh, Roy, yeah.
No. Listen, Dustin said, "Do me a favor, send it to me." He's going to subscribe. Don't do him like that. Juanita, did you subscribe?
Oh, not yet, but I will.
Okay.
I want to see what it's about. Look, I'm riding with Royale, Chan, and Emmanuel.
The winning team.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay, now first of all, let me go over to Robyn and Juan.
Yes.
That scene wasn't even worth putting in.
Mm-hmm.
They could have just left that out.
Right.
Now let's get down to the good. Wendy and
wait, Juanita, hold on, Juanita. Now y'all know I joke a lot. Go over there and support Dr. Wendy. Hit subscribe. Come on,
do
y'all.
me a favor, David. Send me a link.
I'm going to send you the link later, Dustin. I promise you I will. Okay, I'm going to send you the link, Dustin, because you're going to. I ain't giving guilt subscribing. No, I ain't doing that. See, y'all come on, y'all. It's almost
don't do
an hour
that.
and we got a ton of scenes to go through. I'm gonna shut up. Juanita, what's your thoughts?
Okay, now everybody know Mia elevator don't go all the way up to the top. So why are y'all so hard on Wendy for saying that she's slow? Everybody knows she's slow. All of them, all the cast members have said it in so many words, that she's not the smartest person on the show. So, and as far as Wendy not inviting them to her son's christening or to the luncheon, I wouldn't have invited those heifers either. Because all they're going to do is sit up there and criticize and talk and then get drunk and throw drinks again. Who wants that around their children?
Amen.
So I'm like Forrest Gump. That's all I got to say about that.
Ooh. All right, then. Come on now. The subscribers are coming through, Dr. Wendy. Because they swear I don't like you. I like Wendy.
Can I say one more thing, Diva?
Yes, you can.
I just want everybody to do me a favor.
Oh,
I want everybody to pray for Jamie Foxx and hopefully get better soon.
We will do that. Thank you, Dustin. Who did I? Denzel, you're up.
Good evening, Diva and Royer. Everybody, good evening.
Good evening.
That was shady, Diva.
No, I said good evening.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What is all this Wendy hate? What is all this Wendy hate? I am playing. No, yeah. I love you, Diva. I love y'all. So yeah, support Wendy, support her new her new talk show and subscribe. And I hope it gets popular. I hope now with Robyn and Juan, that they, to me, I think they should I think they should have scrapped that scene because it was not a real it's not a whole lot of nothing. And this is just me talking. This is my opinion. I don't think they really together. I think it's just for the cameras.
Yeah, Juan. Juan is probably out there still doing what he do at the laundry mats and the nail salons.
That part, Diva. That part. I think they both play in our faces. Okay, and and Robyn, she talking about she was it's not affecting her or whatever. She needs to stop lying. It's affecting her. It's affecting her, and she needs to just own up to it. But she didn't do that last season, so I don't know she's gonna do that for this season. I'm for Wendy. Wendy that called. Listen. I have a disability. But when Wendy called Mia slow, I mean, that's how she feels. Maybe she just don't. Maybe Wendy just don't like her. Maybe she just don't like her because she threw that drink at her.
Okay.
So wherever floats they boat. And so I don't know. And then Karen, talking to Robyn, that I like, the grand dame, she's funny. She keeps it real. I like that she said, have factual, is she gonna keep her word? But is Robyn gonna keep her word? I don't think she's gonna keep that. I don't think she's gonna keep that word. And at least Robyn was a little truthful when she was saying about her boring life. At least she was being truthful about that.
Right. All right.
That's it. And that's all, Diva, on that.
All right. Thank you, Denzel. All right. Let's add these other scenes. Karen goes to Mia's house, and now all of a sudden she's good with hugging her. But you know what? The grand dame could do whatever she want to do. I found it interesting that G had to come to the house to pick up the kids. What's going on with me and G? Now we know in real time that she done left him. That she kicked him to the curb. But can I say this to the men out there?
Once the money ran out.
Yeah, once the money ran out. Can I say this to the men out there? You get what you get. Allegedly, he left the first wife to get with Mia. Okay, they was having sex on the beach and all of that, having fun. Mia was doing whatever when the bank account was high. And now the money's gone, and so is Mia. So, G, I like you, but this is what you get. Okay? Candace, Wendy, and what's her name? Kiara, Wendy's friend. They meet at the bar. They have drinks. And, they have a little conversation or whatever the case may be. And, that scene was what it was. Then Karen and Ashley go clothing shopping. Okay? Oh, Mia's the fourth wife. Well, G was for the streets. But see, again, the men need to have a emergency meeting with all the men. Play these stupid games, you get stupid prizes. You had Mia as a wife. She was chilling with you, doing the most with you. And then as soon as the bank account got frozen, she was like, what did you do? I don't trust you. What happened?
Would you say that's the action of a slow woman or no?
Oh, Stan.
Now listen, she's not slow, but he might be, right? Like she left when the money was gone. She's a gold digger. That's what gold diggers do.
Yeah, she spent the money. She got what she needed to get. He's the one that's empty-handed.
Yeah.
Either way, birds of a feather. Y'all still not answering my question, but sorry, Diva. I'll shut up.
No, you're fine. You're fine. No, but so Candace talks to Wendy at the thing in the front, right? We got the clothing and shopping with Karen and Ashley. Okay. And then that's when Ashley told Karen, I made a mistake when I told Wendy the conversation, about what's the new girl name? Nneka. She said, man, I had too much to drink. I misspoke. And I'm gonna go clean it up. The only thing I'm gonna give to Ashley is that she cleaned it up pretty quickly. Instead of letting it fester, even though she already started some mess, but she did clean it up pretty quickly, okay? Then you got Wendy's event, and the mother spoke, and Wendy's mom is Wendy's mom, okay? And then Karen was there, Candace was there, Kiana was there, and Ashley was there. And that's when Ashley sat there and told, Wendy she made a mistake. And Wendy has selective anger too. Because she gave Ashley, she's like, all right, Ashley. Oh, you messed up. Ha, ha, ha.
And she said, thank you.
And she said, thank you. Come on, Sebastian. Okay. And then,
but y'all wanted Wendy to forgive. My mind is blown.
I agree. Wendy did forgive
Ashley. Wendy has selective forgiveness.
Because Ashley decided to come to the front and admit that she made a mistake versus somebody denying the actual drink that they threw on you, denying it and making excuses for it. Girl,
all right, let me get this last scene so y'all could talk, because y'all ready. Okay. And Lawson said the damage was already done. Ashley's very calculated. Yes, she is. She cleaned it up now so you won't have to answer for it later at the reunion. That's facts.
Smart.
That's facts. So then, Nneka meets up with Robyn. Robyn looks defeated in every scene that she in, no matter who she's talking to. She looked a hot mess at that meeting with Nneka. She talking about I'm cold. She had to order her some hot chocolate or whatever she ordered. Okay. And then she's sitting there hearing Nneka's story. And then she's like, oh, you think her mother put a hex on me too? No, Robyn, don't try to jump in on this bandwagon here. Nobody put a hex on you. You have done this to yourself. You allow Juan. See, they started out as roommates, right? Because Juan had a situation where his family, for whatever reason, he could no longer take care of him or help him out or whatever. And then Robyn's mother and dad took him in like a stray. And Robyn, he always thought of Robyn as his homegirl. Oh, here's my homegirl. We was like brothers and sisters. Your mother took me in, even though he's in college, your mother took me in. It was like brothers and sisters. And then Robyn fell in love. But he didn't really fall in love, but it was convenient. And then out of convenience, they got married, and next thing you know, she pregnant. Or however which way it came. They got together. Their relationship, it seemed like there was never really any good moments. There's a dark cloud over Juan and Robyn. And the only way Robyn is going to let that dark cloud go away is kick him to the curb. But she done messed up now. Because when she say goodbye to him now, all the money of his that she lost, he going to get it back. He going to get it back. They said Juan is still astray. Oh, my.
He is.
Damn.
I mean, that part.
Behave like one and everything.
Ooh, child.
Child.
Yeah, he don't love her. Even he don't never have loving eyes towards her. He don't never hug her when he sees she's in distress and she's broken. He don't say, come here, babe, let me give you a kiss. Don't worry about Gizelle. Don't worry about none of them. He does none of that. He like, Rob. I don't care about none of that. My guys love me. The basketball team loves me. I didn't get fired because of that. We good. Why are you listening to them? Well, Robyn, go ahead, Robyn. Get mad at me, Robyn. He mocks her. He does not love her. But
he hates her.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Well,
I'm only going to address this Karen and Mia and what's his name? G situation, because the rest of the episode I just couldn't make it through. So yeah. So beautiful kids Mia and G have made. Their son is so handsome. Daughter is just as cute as she want to be. You know what? I love seeing these kids grow up on the television. Yes. It's just a beautiful thing. It's so beautiful. G coming in like a stranger in the home was just like, it took me aback. I definitely touched my pearls. I was like, what is this? Because it seemed like he knocked on the door before he came in my opinion, from what I viewed.
Where's G at? Is he in the homeless shelter?
Oh, she done probably put him in the old folks home, honey. She was really done with his behind.
Ooh, not the old folks home.
No, he in the adult community, 55 and older. What's going on? Where is
the retirement center?
Oh shoot. Go ahead.
So yes, the way that Mia tried to downplay G like he's not a good father, as we already know, even from last season, while Mia was out frolicking around in the streets, sleeping and doing with whoever, who was at home taking care of the children?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So for Mia to try to play like, he's just, what is Mia good at? You ain't good at business.
Nothing.
You're throwing your kids off on everybody, because that was one of the issues with her and her best friend, is that the best friend was always throwing the kid off on the daddy, on G. I'm just like, Mia, what are you bringing?
It's under the slow umbrella.
We'll continue to let you gaslight the people. So then, her and Grand Dame sit down and have a conversation. And I think, it is now a good time for her and the Grand Dame to move on. I think the Grand Dame has taught her a nice little lesson.
Yeah.
And so, we can gradually work our way back into the hugs, nice and slowly. As you see, she still kind of gave her a little half hug. So yeah, whatever. The fact that Mia tried to throw this IEP in, that's when I automatically got pissed off.
Okay.
Because they're like your own child, real children who are dealing with this.
Yeah.
And to take a shady moment that Wendy gave you and to try to turn it around and to make it into something, it's just per usual what she normally does. Just like she tried to accuse Wendy of sleeping with Peter. What else are you going to accuse? You just continue to make these things try to seem like Wendy is just this bad person, this horrible woman, like she's done these horrible things to you, when in fact you assaulted her. Assault. Let's keep that in mind. A physical, legal thing. But the conversation with her and Karen was cute. Hopefully they get back on their good terms. We're curious about why, what's going on with this marriage. I cannot wait to find out. When she, just like the men need to have a conversation with the men, the women need to have a conversation with the women. Stop running around here taking advantage of these men and then trying to play so innocent, like, oh, I didn't know. Well, gee, what did you do? You knew what was going on. Y'all was illegally spending that money.
Oh my God.
That did not belong to you, but to the business.
Woo.
And they came and shut you down.
Oh my.
And now you mad and try to play stupid like you don't know nothing.
Woo. Well, y'all said she was slow.
She is slow because she got caught.
Yeah, they're not playing.
That part. Royer.
Well, let me just say this for you. We don't need no town hall, the ladies. We want your men to have a town hall.
Yeah, because it's okay to be a gold digger. It's okay to be a gold digger and take advantage of the men, but y'all don't want nobody taking advantage of y'all. But okay.
Ooh.
Oh damn.
E, what's going on, E?
Deliver, E.
Straight to hell, y'all going.
Oh.
He said deliver.
Royale with gasoline draws on.
Gasoline draws lit up.
Wendy's mom. Wendy's
Don't do
mom
it,
must
E.
be watching. My internet is moving slow. Can you hear me?
Like your friend, slow.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Ah.
All right, very well. So the question was posed. What is Mia good at?
Okay.
Well, Mia is good at getting people who vibrate at such high levels, who teach at prestigious universities, to lift up their bodycon dresses and pull their panties down. No candlelight dinner, no love songs, no walks in the park, just Hello Kitty. So Mia's good at something. Let's move forward. Gizelle was at the dress shop with the baby and says, I've been preparing to send Grace off to be on her own since she was born. But I recall the scene from last season, which irritated me when Gizelle said the girls didn't know how to wipe from front to back, but they wiped from backwards to front. So it's clear to me Gizelle hasn't been teaching these girls a damn thing besides to marry rich, buy shoes that don't come in the box, shout out to Miss Wanda, and to be ditzy acting as they possibly can. When Wendy, Candace, and Kiana got together, Wendy was definitely best dressed. So this is the one good thing I would say about Wendy this evening. She was best dressed between those ladies. Kiana had best. Yeah, she looked beautiful. However, I found it to be puzzling to believe that Wendy was offended by the Osu comment by Nneka, aka 419, because after Ashley told Wendy Nneka said that, and this I'm going back to the beginning, Wendy went back to that table, threw out her petty invite that no one wanted to attend, and then turned to Nneka and said, "I like your energy." So this is right after.
You better tell them. Hold on. Did they catch that? You better tell the people. You better tell the people. Did they catch that? Come on now.
This
go ahead.
But Mia's the slow one. I think Wendy's a little slow too because she didn't catch on to what Ashley just told her. Ashley just told you that your family worships Osu, and then you go back to the table, sit down, act like nothing happened, and then say, "Oh, I like your energy," before you get up and walk away. Wendy and her actions are always so contradictory from what she really feels. Wendy is inauthentic, she's disingenuous, and she weaponizes Black girl stereotypes and the Black woman's trauma to garner sympathy, attention, and to deflect from her inability to stand on business. Wendy can't be real with herself, just like last season when she said she believed Mia's cancer scare, but the producers caught her on the hot mic saying she didn't believe it. Wendy is fake. Wendy is fake AF. Now, on to the communion. I'm not certain why people were so shocked by Ashley's dress. To me, her dress fit right in. They were all showing cleavage. Wendy's mom, I could see Wendy's mom boob crease and all her tattoos. Karen was showing cleavage too, and Kiana. The only person who came dressed appropriate was Candace. Candace came dressed for church. Okay, but really, let this be the last episode I have to hear about Wendy, and I'm Catholic and I believe in Jesus. I really am unenthused to see it, But again, I have to say I love the relationship between Eddie and the boys. I think Eddie is a great father, and I love to see that. Um, Last thing, what it really got to me when I saw um Nneka, and who's that person? Robyn. When Nneka said that Wendy's sister had been reaching out to her prior to filming, and that her and the mom were upset, claiming that Nneka was using Wendy's name to get on the show. That's what I got from reading between the lines. I believe Nneka 10,000% when she said Wendy and her crossed paths twice before. So again, here we go. This is another instance of Wendy being fake and phony. Hi, nice to meet you. I love your energy. That was all complete bull. It wasn't so nice to meet you. And Wendy doesn't like Aneka's energy because Wendy's sister and mom had been going back and forth with Nneka 3 weeks prior to filming. Okay, they all knew that Nneka was coming. So Wendy, this whole theme about, oh, I'm Catholic and all of this stuff, Wendy is trying to get ahead of the story because she knows that her mother and her sister have acted a damn fool and talked to Nneka crazy. This is all a scheme. Just like we all saw, we all just said Juan hasn't filmed so much in all 8 seasons. Honey, since Wendy's first season on the show, I've never heard her mention being Catholic and loving Jesus so much until right now. Just the timing of it all. Wendy is trying to deflect, and again, she's inauthentic. And if you all aren't seeing that, perhaps you all are not vibrating on as high a level as I am. Shout out to the philosophy, Dr. Williams. Oh, not Dr. Williams. Who is this person? Dr. Wendy. Thank you.
Damn. Okay, sis.
Sebastian, you're up.
Oh, damn. Oh. I'm gonna say this. That communion event, the church part was nice, but we didn't get to see much of it. We got to see the after party where all the women were there. Wendy's mother was there. Eddie, Wendy's sister, and Wendy's brother-in-law, and we saw the godparents for a little bit. It was pretty nice.
Good.
Huh?
The food looked good.
The food did look good, and it reminded me of my first communion. It really did. So I love seeing, they're all sitting there together and stuff. And Ashley did the best thing of clarifying this thing right now. Because trust me, Ashley, I love you so much. But at the reunions, you sometimes aren't able to fight. So you did the perfect thing, Ashley, and said what you had to say. But even though she did say it, Nneka ain't all innocent either. Because I do think Nneka probably did say something off camera to Ashley. I do think a lot of things probably were said off camera afterwards. And Wendy's mother is very controlling. The way she just said, "Oh, I birthed these children. These are my children." I was just like, oh God. Oh God. She was like, "I birthed you, Wendy, so therefore I birthed these kids. Without these kids, without me, they would not exist." I found it very, it was very, very strong. I do think this. If we're gonna see more, I like seeing Wendy and her family. The only thing I really do, her family is perfect. Eddie's perfect with the boys, etc. Wendy's kids have grown very quickly. Because last time I checked, the girl has grown quickly, very too. Maybe time is going too quick because the girl was just a baby when I first remember Wendy being on this show, which was not that long ago. So I'm just like, oh, time is flying. Nneka and Robyn at that little cocky thing where they had the cocktails and the stuff. I really didn't like Robyn saying, "Oh, maybe she put a hex on me." No. Your hex was put on a long time ago. Your hex was when you decided to take Juan's money and give it to a friend and who probably scammed y'all and unalived himself off a bridge. That's when there was a hex in that relationship. Your hex came off. Sharon, we're not going to address that, Sharon. I see that comment and we're not going to address that. We all know. Your hex was when you and Juan started to have all your financial issues because of the decisions that you took that had to cause your children to endure cold showers because you guys couldn't pay the bills for the gas heat, for the water heater. That was when the hex came into place. You cannot try to say Wendy's mother put a hex on you. No, you and Wendy don't have that big of a beef for Wendy's mother to try to do something like that. If anything, Wendy's mother would, if she could put hexes on people, and I don't think she is, I don't think she has any shrine or anything like that. But if she were, it would probably be Mia first. It would not be you, because her child was assaulted by Mia. It would not be you. I do think this as well. I do think that we should see more. I want to see more of Nneka. We only saw that little mansion, little quick scene. That's it, and I want to see more. But she actually does live in Potomac. A lot of these women don't. So let's see that.
Well, thank you, Sebastian. Don, you're up.
Mr. Huger has a fine wife. I tell you that.
Yeah.
Karen came through with that dress on,
yeah,
body down. I was like, Karen.
Yeah, she did. Mm-hmm.
She makes those other women the younger women on that show look ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, everybody was dressed the same. But Candace really came in to have church. She was like, it's first Sunday. Let's put our hats on. We're going to have church.
Right.
But everybody else had the same identical outfit on. If you ask me, all of them had their breast out and they were exposed. So it was nothing to put on Ashley. She didn't do anything different. But when they sat down, she, like y'all said, she quickly took ownership of that. And Candace knew. She knew not to take the word of Ashley, because how Ashley does. She takes a situation, she flips it, she turns it upside down, and next thing you know, people are fighting for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So she quickly took ownership of that, and she just don't want to own it later. She want to get it out the way. Now, when it comes to the mom, y'all know how these grandmothers are. That's my baby.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
That's how the any black grandmothers, y'all know, they say that's my baby.
That's fact.
So
that's true.
I can see that being her position in it. Not that she gave, maybe she's saying I'm just trying to be devil's advocate here. Maybe she's saying she gave birth to the generation.
Right. No, I get it though. But a lot of grandparents say that.
Yeah, a lot of grandparents are like that. So that's what I thought about that. But the food did look good. I mean, she could have gave that lady on the Bell Collectives a run for her money. I mean, the chicken and waffles they had, I was like, come on, Wendy.
I want to go there.
Yeah, this is how you do it. Bring the food out.
Mm-hmm.
And the scene with Robyn and Nneka. Nneka, I'm gonna have to give you a little bit, because you lied. You lied.
Mm-hmm.
Because in your confessional, you said that you met Wendy at a concert, and that was the only time you met Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
And when you sat down with Rob, you told Rob that you met Wendy twice, at a concert and at a birthday party. So which one is it?
Which one is it?
Because this is the power of reality TV. They go back and play what you said.
Yes, they do.
So you gotta keep your lies straight, Nneka, because they're gonna, especially Potomac, they're gonna flash back and say what you said, because they're gonna swear up and down you didn't remember saying it. So they're gonna show the audience.
They're gonna show us.
Absolutely.
I think it's a shame. I think they really brought her there to pit her against Wendy.
Absolutely.
And for as much money as she said her and her husband had, I wouldn't have came on the show to do that. Now, if y'all want me to come on the show and show me my husband life and I get to know and we have some real beef, then we have some real beef. But I wouldn't come just to tear her down.
Because this has a touch of producers in it, because you know, at the beginning of each season, each person has to come with their storyline for the season.
Right.
What's going to happen? Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that Wendy said my sons are going to get christening.
Yeah.
And so they're like, well, speak about your religion, da 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 da. And here comes Nneka talking about her religion. You know, all of this sudden, you know, she's this, she's that.
Got you.
In the third, and you know, so you got to have this antagonist to come on and counter everything that Wendy is now approaching. And when she came on the show, you could absolutely tell that she was going to be against Wendy. Even when she sat down with Robyn, I mean, for you to say you haven't had, you know, you've only met her once and or twice, and then you're going to say she came with you with these beady eyes, these wide eyes, lashes batting up and down, and you walked away with your Louboutins. I mean, you're looking for a problem.
Yeah.
You came into the situation searching for a problem, trying to get on what you are going to assume is the winning team.
Right.
But, you know, the fans are always against that team that you're trying to, you know, align with. So, you know, just be careful. You know, this is your first season.
That part.
And she went on Twitter today and said, any statements that are made not by me or my publicist are false. So apparently it's still going on. And the Nigerian fight is still happening. Because like Wendy said, if she was such a bad person in that culture,
right,
that is a where they distance themselves from you. And the videos that they showed previously from her wedding was packed. From her daughter's christening a few seasons ago was packed. So no one is you know, taking a step back from her family. So, and for Robyn to sit there and enjoy, this is what bothers me with her.
Robyn,
she wants everybody to not
miserable.
mention her situation.
Yeah.
But she sits there and enjoys this woman talking about Wendy. And you know, I can't that what bothers me about her. You can't, and that's why I say you can't play victim.
Right.
Because it always comes back to haunt you.
Right. Right. No, you know what? I'm making a connection on what you're saying here, right? No, and I do agree with you, but I knew from the door they was bringing Nneka to go up against Wendy, and that I really didn't like. But that's what I don't like about. That's what I don't like about these shows. That's why I like, again, let's have some natural, authentic. If you end up not liking me, you end up not liking me. But don't bring this girl on here just to not like me. And when it comes to Wendy, with all honesty, if she was that bad in the community, she's been on this show for how many years now?
I think season 5, I think.
Yeah, I think the community was the rose up and told us a little bit more before Nneka even came. If it was that bad, because the people got the Twitter and the Instagram all day long.
But you do know that there were I'm not meaning to cut off, but
there
were
was some chatter about it.
About it, yeah.
Yeah, there was some chatter about it. Yeah, but it wasn't.
I don't believe him though.
Yeah. Shan, you're up.
You know, I love the saying, you don't look like what you've been through. Robyn, you look exactly like what you've been through. And I hate that for her. I hate that for her. But when she was sitting there cold, you know, frail, I was looking at her and I was like, wow, she's starting to look older than Karen. And I hate that. So put her on your prayer list too, Dustin, if you're still here. Let me tell y'all how smart Wendy is and how high vibrational, right? She knew that Ashley was being messy, so she was low vibrational. She would have went off at Nneka and be like da 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 da, but she was like, you know what? I'm not gonna give you what you want, Ashley. So that to me is definitely high vibration. Anyways, I don't like Nneka. I don't want to see her on the screen anymore. The reason I don't like her is because I don't like a follower. I don't like somebody who's gonna hear something and just be like, okay, and like try to be on a side that you think is gonna make you look good. We don't like that.
Right.
We don't like that for you.
Mhm.
And I don't like how she was saying whatever she was saying. I kind of tuned her and Robyn out because I don't care. Boring. Next, she's not gonna last. Let's see how many homes she has next season.
Oh
I
my.
hope she has a lot. No. I love for the girls to win, but I don't know. Something about her is not real to me.
Mhm.
And yeah, what else happened? Oh, Ashley. You see how Ashley apologized and y'all are like, oh, thank you, Ashley, for, taking accountability. But I don't see the. I'm not going to talk about it. But I'm not giving Ashley nothing, Diva, to be honest with you. Because she was messy and she probably was like, you know what? I spent my whole 40 years being messy. Maybe I should try to be somebody else, however old she is. So I don't have nothing for her. Yay, Ashley. You finally did a good thing in the how many seasons we seen you being a conniving heifer.
All 8.
You know what I mean?
Not conniving.
Not conniving.
So woo, go Ashley. Congratulations.
Ashley's an OG. Right.
That we don't want on the show. But anyways.
We need Ashley.
Sebastian. But Wendy looks so beautiful. I don't know what Wendy did, but she went from, I don't know, 0 to 1 million. Like her level up is crazy. Like she looked beautiful before, but this season, like every outfit, I'm like, whoa. So
she's definitely, you know what? All jokes aside, definitely bringing the fashion, definitely bringing it in. But the problem is right now is they really have to figure out how to bust up this team that Gizelle, Robyn, Charisse, that the majority of them have, right? And because again, I'm giving y'all reality TV 101. I understand y'all saying the communion, whatever. See, what I would have did though too, I would have been like, Charisse, come to my son's communion, and like the Don said, make it to the actual dinner or the part where they're going to eat or whatever the case may be. I would try to, because I know that Charisse needs her money and she want to do scenes, so I would be making my own connections behind the scene. See, they playing the game, Gizelle and Robyn, and they're winning at this game because, to me, Candace and Wendy, they're too afraid to break down the barriers. I would be behind the scene breaking down the walls. Girl, come to my communion thing. You know why? Because you think she's going to refuse that check? Charisse, she's not. I would be calling her. I would be calling her to come. Everybody, I would have had everybody I would have tried to get everybody at that communion with the exception of Robyn and Gizelle.
I see what you're doing. That makes sense.
Yeah, you gotta play chess with these people. I would have been calling everybody.
Wasn't Charisse the only one she gave a hug at Ashley's housewarming when she got in?
That is true.
Come on, Sebastian.
Charisse would have been the only one dressed appropriately.
Yeah, and you know what? She didn't know until after the fact, but she did claim that she liked Nneka energy at the housewarming. Nneka would have been at that dinner part too.
No, in front of my kids after she just said that, because she
said at the housewarming, she said, I like your energy. Which so what I'm saying is, Shan, all jokes aside, what game are you playing? You see what I mean?
You know how
she half out.
But you know how like reality stars, they'll say, oh, we filmed this day, and then they put this, not to make excuses, but you know how they cut
around. I do know what you're saying. They said, although you saw it in this order, we filmed it in that order.
Yeah,
but I believe the housewarming was filmed before because she invited the people right at the housewarming.
Ashley's dress, she looks nice, but I get what the Don was saying. Like everybody boobs was kind of out, but hers was like in your face. Like her boobs came in first. And listen, she looks good. I don't like Ashley, but she does look good. I don't know how I feel about her dress, but yeah. Wendy's mom, I don't know. I like Wendy, but I guess I
mom is
gotta
a
pick a
lot.
side and stick to it. Her
Yeah, her mom
mom
is a lot.
was kind of confusing me a little bit.
Mhm.
But then I get the whole, that's my child thing. So
Her mom wanted a dramatic moment and it didn't land.
yeah.
It didn't
Yeah.
land.
I agree with you there.
Yeah. When she came over to the table, she wanted this drama and it didn't land.
Right. But I'm still Team Wendy. Just putting it out there.
Yeah, we got you.
Like mother, like daughter.
I love you.
Juanita, you're up.
Oh, I think Wendy's mom is so funny. I mean, all her tattoos and all this stuff, and saying she birthed the kids. Now that was a funny part. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm a grandmother, and I call my grandsons my sons. Because that's just what we do.
Right.
But it was funny when Wendy said that she was going to pray, and then her mama said, "Well, I'm going to do the prayer. I'm going to do the prayer." So that part was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Nneka and Robyn sitting down. For some reason, I just can't trust Nneka. She's a liar, and I think she's in there too, like everyone said, to destroy Wendy. And all that stuff she was saying about Wendy's mom, doing voodoo and having a shrine and all this kind of crap. I just don't believe it. I believe she's doing all that stuff to have a storyline on the show, and I can't wait until it gets back to Wendy to see how the outcome is going to be. But she came in really wrong. She came in strong, but she came in wrong. So that's it.
Yeah, it's a lot, right? Emmanuel, you're up.
Okay, so once again, Karen just proves time and time again that she is the Grand Dame, and everyone needs to bow down to her. She's just phenomenal. I love Karen Huger. So I'm
Okay,
gonna
don't push it. I love you though.
no, she is. She's just the best housewife ever. But okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna sound a little bit contradictory because of what I said earlier. I still am Team Wendy, and I still like her, but I also like Nneka, the new housewife, and I think people are being a little bit too harsh with her, because the first thing everybody wants to say is, "Oh, she's in the wrong team. She's in the wrong team." Well, like I said last time, when Wendy came on the show, she was in the quote unquote wrong team as well. If I recall correctly, she was picking fights with Karen, talking about her degrees and stuff. So she was riding with Gizelle and Robyn for a long time until they turned on her. So that's one of the reasons why I'm like with her. And oh my gosh. So I don't want to say
She
I
turned on
believe.
Monique.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. So that's why I'm like, let's just not be so harsh on Nneka. And here's the thing. I'm not saying Wendy is Osu or she's this or she's that. I'm not saying that. But I do think it does look a little bit suspicious that all of a sudden in the first episode when you were having lunch with Candace and Karen, you just randomly take out a rosary and say, "Oh, I'm very Catholic." She has talked more about her Catholic religion in the past 3 episodes than she has the past 3 seasons. So I'm not saying she's that, but I do think she's trying to prove that she's not that. And as far as the mom thing, listen, for Nneka to say that the husband's cousin has something to do with the sister, I really don't think she would make that up. Like, that's just a really random thing for you to just randomly make up. So I do think there might be some truth to that, but if there is, that doesn't mean it's Wendy, it's her mom. But again, it's tricky because we don't want it to become a bringing the moms into it. But if it is true and the mom really is threatening to put them in shrines and stuff, then that's a little bit dangerous as well. So I'm kind of in the middle. I like both of them, so that's that.
Yeah, it's very tricky, but you see, like, this is a hard thing. It's what is that? 6 of them against the other 2. It's a mess. It's just a hot mess. Denzel, you're up.
Yeah, that scene with Karen and Mia, that was a nice little scene. Now a question when in that scene when G was picking up the kids, I wonder are they separated, Diva?
In real time, they are. In real time, they're getting a divorce.
Oh, see,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder was they separated when they were filming because I wonder like are they living together?
It's going to come out because I thought it, to my understanding, when I saw G do this interview with TMZ, he said that I think the new boyfriend is going to be introduced. I think I'm not 100%.
On the show?
I think.
Oh,
Don't quote me on it. I think.
okay. Well, that if that's true, that's going to be interesting. If that's true, um, and then the scene with um with Wendy and
Wait, hold on one second. E, you trying to connect again? Okay. Go ahead, Sebastian.
you mean Denzel?
I mean Denzel. Yes, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. The scene with Candace and Wendy and Wendy's friend that was a nice scene too. The scene with Karen, this is my opinion. I love Karen. I love Karen the Grand Dame, and I think, in my opinion, I think she's the queen of the show. But that's my opinion.
Right.
But when she was asking Ashley about the lawsuit, um why is her ex-husband suing Candace? I don't get it. Is he suing her?
Candace said that he slept with some guy named dot 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 dot. I don't see the name.
Defamation.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
And it damaged his business.
Just like Jada will be suing it because of said types of things.
Oh, okay. I see. Oh, okay. And then Ashley, when she was when Ashley, when she was saying that that's not what Nneka said, and see, Ashley, she always messy, and not bringing the whole story. Like she be doing that, like she just be doing too much. And then the the what do you call it? I know the word. What do you call it? I should know it. The communion. That was the communion. That was a nice scene. The food looked good. That food looked good. That looked good. Um um I do like Wendy's mom, but she kind of looks different, if you know what I mean. Like she looks different. Her skin. I don't know if she's skin bleaching. I don't know. I don't know if it's the lighting. I don't know, but she looks a little different. That was a nice scene. Overall, that was a nice scene, and and then that was nice, and then that scene with Nneka and Robyn. I didn't really like that scene. It was a little boring to me. Nneka, she's making a huge allegation about about Wendy and her family doing voodoo or whatever. Like that's you can't be saying stuff like that, because that's something serious, and that's not good. And for Robyn to have the nerve to say, uh, oh, she probably put a hex on her. Like, girl, no, she did not. Don't do that. So, Robyn needs to worry about. She needs to worry about. She don't like when everybody else is in her business. but she be in everybody else's business.
Don't she though?
Right? She's a hypocrite.
Don't she
You
though?
know, right? It's like they bring her back for season 8, and it's like she didn't, she didn't change. She's the same Robyn. She always in everybody else's business about her own. She needs to worry about her, and she needs to worry about she needs to worry about Juan, whatever his name is. She needs to worry about him, cheating on her, and she needs to worry about him, and I, like I said again, Diva, I think because if he's cheating on Robyn, that's really messed up. That's really messed up. But I really don't believe they really marry. I think they just doing it for a show. And I think, since he don't got a job allegedly, I think they just doing this for the show. I don't really think they really married. And allegedly, I think I know it's a strong word, but I think he hates her.
Yeah, he don't like.
I really.
The chemistry is definitely not there.
Right.
And
Right.
I'm about to push into overtime. I still got.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Diva.
No, you're fine.
I'm sorry, Diva. Can I say one more thing though? Yeah, like I said, I think he hates her, and I think, I know she wants to probably stay with him because of the children, but she really needs to really get out of that. But that's her and that's her life. But yeah, that's it. And that's all, Diva.
Okay, I appreciate you.
Sorry for my time.
No, you're fine. You're fine. SC Max said, "Are people really not seeing how offensive this storyline is to the African community?"
I agree.
Wait, no, hold on 1 second. How about this? Let's be clear. The whole show is offensive to the Black community as a whole. So we're not going to just separate this into the African American community. The whole thing is the debauchery, right? It's a mess. It's offensive to everything. We dealt with colorism, and then we was told, no, it's not colorism. So it's not that it's just offensive to the African community. The whole show is offensive, period, to the Black community, if we're really going to go there. So let's not do all of these separations and saying just one part is offensive and this, that, and so forth and so on. It's a mockery all across the board. It's a mockery when we want to see grown women who act like this. But wait, hold on, who act like this and so forth and so on, and all of this stuff going on. So it's not a separation of the houses here. Let's be clear. All of these shows are a tad bit messy to the community, period, because sometimes people are looking at it, right? And they're looking at it like this is how we really behave, and it's not across the board. Obi, let me come to you, and please keep it smooth and short because I literally don't want to go too far into overtime. So go ahead.
So basically, just to give you an overview of the two parts, I was born in 1988, so when I was actually born, I didn't even know what was it because it wasn't happening. And I was born in Nigeria, and I lived in Nigeria locally before. I came to the US in 2000. That's when I started living with you. So my whole life was.
Obi, I don't want to stop you. I'm hearing you, but I'm not really hearing you that clearly. Like I heard you say you was born in 1988 and something about coming to the US, but I'm not hearing you clearly. Am I the only one that's not really hearing
muffled?
Yeah, I can't really hear him either.
It's muffled.
Okay, hold on.
Is he gone?
He's trying to come back in. I'm gonna give him a second to see if he come back in because everybody's saying, yeah, fix the mic. Let's see if he could fix the mic because I know he wanted to perhaps give some education around the entire what's the name, Wendy and Nneka situation
in Nigeria and the OC situation.
Yeah. So if he could get back in within the next 60 seconds, we'll hear it. If not, maybe we'll hear it next week. But I can't hold on too long. He still didn't come back through as a connection here.
Can I say one more thing, Diva,
Yes.
real quick?
Uh-huh.
I do have a bad feeling about Nneka. I think, in my opinion, I think I kind of feel like dark energy from her, and I kind of feel like she's a liar and she can't be trusted. But I hope I'm wrong.
Right. No, I hear you. I hear you. You know what? I think with all of these reality personalities, I think outside of the show, they probably would be one person and be a great person, right? But I think unfortunately, as a result of the show, it's like the Hunger Games. Only the strong will survive, and it's the fittest of the fittest. And it's like you gotta, pitch yourself against each other. I just don't. I can't say some. There's a lot of times you can't really say what you would do until you're in it, right? Or you're presented with a contract or something like that. But I'm gonna be very honest with you. I don't know if I would go on the show knowing from the door that I'm coming on this show to go up against Eve, to go up against Sebastian, to go up against Denzel. Now, if you tricked me, then you got me. Shame on you, right? You got me. But if I know ahead of time on purpose that I'm coming to go after somebody, it's gonna be a hard pass for me. No, that's okay. I'll go ahead and still work my full-time job. And if I got to get a part-time job at Target, I'll do that. But I'm not coming on the show to be that person. And now she and her husband's a doctor. She's a lawyer. So they have money. Why would you want to come and lower your integrity and purposely do that? That's the part that I don't understand.
Agree.
Right? Like, why would you do that? Y'all got money. Y'all could live your best life. You're buying this beautiful house, and I'm sure this house was in the works because you said you got 7 other houses before this contract even came to be. What would be what is your motive to come on this show and to do that?
Fame.
That part.
They want to be famous.
Right. They want to be
Yeah.
famous. Fame. Yeah, fame is enticing a lot of people. I don't need fame that bad. Listen, if I could be someone that has a ton of money and nobody even knows, that's the rich I want to be. Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't want to be a Jay-Z rich, and I can't even go to Target anymore. I don't want to be like, that if that was my talent and that was the only way I could become rich, then I'll take it, right? But if there's another way for me to have my riches and nobody knows but me and my family that I got that type of money, I can still go to Walmart, Target, the movies, do whatever I want. That's the rich I want, the silent rich.
I know that's right.
To be on a show to come tear somebody down. I'm not doing that.
It's not worth it.
About 60 seconds.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. Okay, I'll try to be more quickly. Sorry for the disconnect. So basically, what I was saying is, I came to the US in 2016, and I was born in 1988. Okay. So I've literally lived like half of my life. Like, I know I had to spend some time outside of Nigeria, like for 6 years doing a program, but pretty much the rest of my life has been in Nigeria. And me having been born in 1988 and growing up and not even knowing what Osu meant should tell you something, because I actually didn't even know anything about Osu. Like, it was a very lost concept to me because it was not being practiced in Nigeria at that time. At least from the time I was born, it was probably being practiced way before I was born, but I was born in 1988, so that's why I'm giving you a timeline. So for me to even understand what Osu meant, I had to ask people, because I started kind of hearing about it in passing. Like, some people just briefly talked about it, but like, it's not something I was witnessing. Like, this is happening. These people are Osus and they're outcasts. There was no such thing, at least from when I was born, which was 1988. So the people I asked about it was my parents. Those are my first point of contact. And my parents actually told me about it, but they told me that this is something that we don't really have to talk about because it's something that we want to completely abolish. So the way Nigeria is when we have this kind of bad things that have happened in the past, or these practices we've done in the past that we're trying to move on from, it's kind of like a traditional practice. Let me not use traditional, let me say it's a cultural thing in Nigeria to phase it off completely. And then we almost see it like an abomination for you to bring it up. So that's why, even the Biafra War, you guys know about the Biafra War in Nigeria. We don't even talk about the Biafra War in Nigeria. Like, for me to even have learned a lot about this war, I actually learned about the Biafra War here in the US, because that's where people are being free to talk about it. Because in Nigeria, they don't even let you talk about these things. They want to forget it. Like, it's almost as if they want to phase it out of our history. So just to give you a background. So I'm very sure Nneka was born here and she grew up here. She probably has Nigerian parents, but I don't think she has like a very deep-rooted Nigerian heritage. Because if she did, what would have happened initially was when Ashley was bringing up the Osu conversation to her, what she should have actually done, being a patriotic Nigerian, is she should have shut down the conversation completely. Okay, first of all, let me give you another history. So basically, when Osu was abolished was in 1955, which was, and I remember that year because that was the year that my dad was born. So that was actually when it was abolished. So the legislators in the Eastern Land, they met together and they said that it was a problem with the human rights and there were a lot of contrarians. And by then we were slowly about to gain our independence because we eventually got our independence in 1960. But by then we were colonized. But the Osu system was being practiced more like, let me say, backwards. It's like an archaic practice of us, which is still rooted in our traditional beliefs. But if you look at Nigeria today, Nigeria is modern. Like, we've moved on, we're modernized. So all these things, this Usu and all these other rituals and all these things, these are old practices. This is archaic. Nobody talks about this in Nigeria. So that's the thing. So I feel like Nneka should have actually shut down that conversation. So the fact that she even entertained the conversation from Ashley and went on to insinuate that Wendy's family could possibly be Usu, that was my number one red flag, being Nigerian. Because first of all, why are you even having this discussion? This discussion shouldn't be happening. This is national TV and you're a Nigerian. We shouldn't even be talking about this because anybody who comes from Nigeria listening to this discussion and actually seeing this discussion happening on TV will be disgusted. It is a disgusting thing to see, to witness, and just me being Nigerian and me knowing what it is. It's just not like, I can't fathom that somebody could actually take it to that level. You know what I mean? So I'm not really blaming Nneka as much. I'm just saying that I wish she just shut down that conversation immediately, and I wish that she didn't make those insinuations. Maybe something happened afterwards that caused Wendy's family to react and all that. But for me, being a Nigerian and witnessing what I'm seeing on TV, is only one person I'm hearing talking about it. It's only one person I'm hearing bringing up with the witchcraft thing. It's only one person I'm hearing entertaining the Osu conversation. And that's kind of why I have my side eye on Nneka. Then back to this witchcraft thing. Now, when they're talking about voodoo, voodoo is a...
Obi, give me one second.
Sorry.
Give me 1 second. You're fine. I'm that girl. First of all, in the Christian religion, we have baptism, we have christening. So I do know how important and sacred it is, right? But if it's that important and sacred, she wouldn't even have had the whole thing, period, on the TV, right? So I'm just saying that in reality TV, they do stuff that you don't normally do, okay? And a lot of them have been in spaces that were important, and they still had everybody there. So yeah, I do. Come on now. I know how important, those situations are. And listen, no matter what culture.
There was one thing that I also wanted to correct.
Sorry. No matter what culture you are, that's the thing with people, what we got to understand, right? What we got to understand is we separate ourselves so much, but no matter what culture you are, we all do something similar. It's just called by a different name. We all do something similar, right? Okay, the Catholics have communion. In the Christian and Baptist religion, we have baptism, we have the christening, we have the whatever, right? Okay, yeah, she didn't have the cameras in the church because the church probably said you can't have the cameras in there. So but my point is not to go back and forth with who's this and who's better and who's not. My point is every culture, we have something similar and they're just called by a different name. And just in the Black community and in the Black Baptist church, when you get baptized or you get christening, it's very sacred, right? So I'm talking about, they already signed up for reality TV. You brought this as a part of your reality TV thing. And I'm just saying, as in reality TV 101, you invite the girls whether you like them or not. Okay. So I'm not talking about, so don't try to give me an education on what's sacred and I don't know. I know about being sacred. Let's stop. Go ahead, Obi.
That wasn't even my intent. My intent was just to let you in on why.
Obi, not you. I was going by the comments.
Okay. The comments, yeah. So, but what I was actually really trying to correct was our mindset. Okay, because I've seen some people mentioning like, why are people going after Nneka? Or why are people attacking Nneka? So I'm trying to give you a background on why. Like, I'm just trying to let you know how Nigerians are thinking about it, because what they will be watching on TV is they're looking at this girl talking about this other person's girl's family, looking at somebody bringing up the Osu conversation, entertaining the conversation, and then on top of that, talking about witchcraft and voodoo. She used the word voodoo, which is actually even something else, because voodoo is actually not what she's describing. What she's describing, the name of it is not voodoo. I know the name of it. I won't give you the name, but it's not voodoo. Voodoo is something completely different.
Obi, because I'm waiting overtime. I get you, and I thank you for education.
But yeah, I just wanted to give you like the mindset of Nigerians and how they're thinking about it, and that's kind of why she's getting that backlash. So that's
it's like she's bringing the culture backwards.
No,
right?
but here's the
That's
thing.
what I'm getting.
You have Nneka that's from the
culture.
You have Nneka that's from the culture doing confusing stuff about her own culture. But they don't want us to sit there and understand the difference between OSHA, voodoo, this, that, and the other. And she's from the culture on the national TV, and she doesn't explain it correctly. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So
that's the problem.
Everybody's like here in the chat saying, "Oh, y'all don't know this, y'all don't know that." The one that is supposed to be the expert in it, because she's from the culture, she's sitting there saying things and misinforming herself, right?
And that is the problem.
And that's where the problem comes in. So what I'm saying is, right, they're on reality TV. They're the ones representing their culture. And you want to sit here and tell us we need to get it right when the girl that's supposed to be representing the culture won't even explain it and get it right. She used the word voodoo. She said that her mother had this shrine on her and called the cousin and did this and did that, or whatever the case may be. Like we gotta stop, right? Thank you, Diva. I did not appreciate the way Wendy showed her children's communion. You invite people who love your children. It's not a joke. Yeah, it's not a joke, right? But they doing this thing on reality TV, and like I said, later on at the party, whatever at the party, bring the party if you're doing reality TV. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not talking about, it's not sacred, or it's not this, or it's not that. We all know that. But again, you signed up for reality TV. So that's it, and that's all. But listen, guys, I'm in overtime. I got to go. Obi, I appreciate you, and I understand what you're saying. And I connected what you said, that pretty much Nneka, being from the community, being Nigerian, she should have just shut that whole conversation down. Because as what you were saying with what, I don't want to mispronounce the thing again, that they have abolished that practice and don't even talk about it in Nigeria anymore. So she should have educated the people correctly and not allowed that conversation to even happen on TV. But again, when you want to check and you want to do reality TV, that's what they're doing. But listen, guys, that's okay, Obi. I'm glad you came up. Listen, guys, thanks for being here. If you didn't hit the like button coming in, hit the like button going out. Thank you for being here. See y'all tomorrow night when we do what am I
Married to Medicine
recap. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye. Good night, everybody.
Night.